Are you listening?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Running Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, Big Mike, and I am joined, as always, by my friend, my brother, my partner, Sped Rock. What is going on, Sped Rock?
It's freaking cold in Pennsylvania. Who said it was supposed to start getting cold already? We got snow last night. What kind of horse shit is this? You know, it's November. I'm about to move back to Georgia.
You'd get snow there too, but then nobody knows what to do with snow. At least when you get snow up there, people know how to drive and shit like that. You get snow in Georgia, everybody's like, the world's ending.
People in you'd be surprised.
No yeet.
People in Pennsylvania still don't know how to drive. No yeet times 4. But people in Pennsylvania, they still don't know how to do it. It's weird. Very weird.
I don't know. Weird stuff. Hope everybody is doing all right out there in Twitch, YouTube, X land, everywhere else that may be watching us. Their Facebook, if anybody watches us there, I still stream there, but who knows if people watch us. So anybody that tunes in, you guys have been watching the behind the scenes on Twitch, so we appreciate that. A few people in the behind the scenes, TC yeeting it up there, no yeet. Coda looking at everybody with that eye. Let's see. We had Lady Alpha in here. Where's Lady Alpha? There she is. And she's asking, did I decide on a time for the War Games prediction show next week? Let's do that right now. Do you want to do it at normal time? Because our next week's show will be on Friday. Because next week is obviously Thanksgiving. So it will be on next Friday. So programming note: if you normally watch us on Thursday, you'll see us on Friday.
Same time.
Question is, do you want to do it at the same time at 6 o'clock, or do you want to do it at like 8 o'clock since it's Friday night? I would like to do it a little later so we can do it during SmackDown. So in case they announce a last minute match, we can do it live.
That works for me then. Yeah, that works.
Then boom, there it is. 8-9 Central. 9-8 Central. The other way around.
9-8.
So next week's show, it is official, as our buddy Adam Pierce would say, who maybe watches the show, maybe doesn't. Who knows? Next week's show will be Friday at 9 Eastern, 8 Central. For those who are watching, we will have some special guests from both Team Sped and Team Big Mike coming on to predict War Games. See how that goes. Had at least one match added to War Games. So we'll have to see how that goes. And we'll talk about that here in a little bit, which is why you are here. We've been talking about a lot of stuff, but you are here to end your wrestling week the right way. And we're here to do that for you. So let's get into it. Beautiful slideshow that Sped has put together for us. Thank you, Sped. Starting with SmackDown. Speaking of War Games, trying to put together a War Games team, but if you're trying to get Charlotte Flair in your team, she says, no, I don't trust you, Rhea. Think you're a snake. Which is weird, Charlotte Flair calling somebody a snake, because Charlotte Flair is normally the biggest snake in the garden. But no, she doesn't like it. She walks out on the group. What'd you think?
I thought, look, as layers to this story, will Charlotte turn on everybody during War Games? Will she not? I mean, we saw what happened on Raw. I didn't put maybe I did. I don't remember. But we'll see what happens here. Yeah, like she's obviously trying to play what is it? She's playing mental games, with everybody. See, the whole team's wondering, okay, is she really on our team? And then you got everybody on the other side looking like, see, they're broken over there. So we'll see what happens.
I think it's going to go the opposite way, and I think she's going to try to come in and be the conquering hero. She's going to put her differences aside because they want the bigger pop for Charlotte, and this is the way to do it. No, she showed a little vulnerability, if you want to call it that, by saying, I don't trust you, Rhea. We don't trust each other. I know you don't trust me either. Because her throwing that in there, putting herself in that, they're going to have her come in. That's why they had them jump them on SmackDown, on Raw. And so she can come in and be the conquering hero and be the last member and jump in. But I did find it interesting. They did mention that they need 5, so they are doing 5-on-5 on this one too. So they're even if she comes in, they still have to find another person.
Yep.
Which hopefully will happen on Monday Night Raw or on SmackDown. So, but I'm excited. I think it's going to be a really good War Games match. A lot of the women involved are some of the best that WWE have.
The War Games made for EO in the trash can. So.
Next up, we had another qualifying match for the Last Time Is Now tournament. The Miz taking on the Yeet Man himself, Jey Uso. And of course, Jey Uso wins because everybody wants to see Jey Uso and John Cena. What'd you think of the match?
Look, again, Miz shows why he's one of the better mid-card, top-tier mid-card guys that could okay, we got those guys that can go mid-card to champion if you need them to. Miz is one of those guys. All right, and he's proven yet again why he is. In a heartbeat, you're right. And I just don't understand this move. I don't understand this. When you have a lot of history with the Miz and John Cena, WrestleMania history with the Miz and John Cena. All right, you just made Sheamus advance. You made we're going to talk about that one on Monday. You had who it wasn't Shinsuke. Oh God, you had LA Knight advance. That made no damn sense either. But still, all right, you got Jey Uso advancing to this. It just doesn't sit right with me at all. It just doesn't add up. The math. This is Steiner math. This sounds like Steiner math to me.
No, this isn't even Steiner math. This is worse than Steiner math.
It is. You're right.
And,
what's worse?
And I'm going to lump it. We're going to talk about the rest of the matches, which I was going to get to after we talked about the rest of the matches. Like I'm not happy with the tournament. I'll go ahead and say it.
No.
I mean, you mentioned LA Knight. You mentioned, Jey Uso. Why? The Miz has history. The LA Knight thing. Why? I'll save my judgment for when we get to that part. So
yeah, I was gonna say, what's up, Stampede? That one made me mad. Yeah, like that. Oh, wait, and we're about to be in a happy note. What's up, Stampede? Here's a happy note.
Hold on, we'll say hello to a couple people before we get to that.
Oh no!
We said hello to Stampede.
Not this next match, but the Miz. There's a chance that the Miz is gonna answer the open challenge next week, before Survivor Series, right? And I swear, if that happens, that's gonna be a good match, right? It's gonna be a good match. I don't care what anyone says. Miz is one of those dudes, man.
What's up, Herb from the Herb and Raj podcast, who doesn't watch AEW, but just wants us to know that he's here to support us. We appreciate that. Supported us before day one. Part of the reasons that we're here, that I'm here at least. So appreciate you.
Really?
And you're right, Pancho. That is exactly right. It is TKO math. That's
you are right.
100%. Let's see. He had I had detention on Saturdays in junior high. That would have been more enjoyable than the Cena tournament. I can't disagree with that. That's the problem. I
can't disagree with that either, man. What's up, Pancho? I can't disagree with that either because that's the truth. I've watched.
Yeah, I mean,
better.
I was so excited for this tournament, and because I thought we would get something really cool, and it's been a lot of the same stuff, which we'll get to here in a minute.
Yeah.
We did have another U.S. Open challenge. Not really, because it was predetermined. They had already talked about that it was going to be Axiom before they even went out, so it really wasn't an open challenge. I guess, at least not in the traditional sense, but still, Axiom, a great wrestler.
God,
we've obviously talked about Elia, and what a match!
I enjoyed the hell out of this. Yeah, that's just cheese and crackers. This is the one thing that I can honestly say is saving SmackDown's rear end right now, besides what happened with the main event and stuff. But this is saving SmackDown, all right? Them and the MFTs. I don't care what anyone says. The 7-foot tall Tonga has been bringing in ratings, folks. I know I'm messing around, but still, okay. I love this. I love this match. This is a great match. We saw a Spanish Fly that looked like it killed both men at the same time.
Yeah.
All right. We saw an H bomb that looked like it hurt. Okay.
We
And
also saw the slowest H bomb in history, the one that Axiom
God, yeah.
reversed. And that
Yeah.
was kind of funny because he's like,
Oh,
"Right."
yeah, I laughed so hard. It was gravy. But yeah, what do I grade the booking so far this year?
For
Is
Triple H,
definitely
yeah.
for Triple H is definitely a C. It's not. It's a C minus to a C. I'll give him a low 70.
Yeah, which is the same thing Stampede said. And unfortunately, I wouldn't go much higher. I may go a B just so. And here's my problem with the WWE booking. And I've said this somewhere before, and I don't remember where I said it. WWE is really good at starting something, and they're usually pretty good at finishing something. It's
Yeah.
everything in the middle that makes you lose interest. That no matter how good the finish is, it just fizzles out anyway because you've already lost interest.
Yep.
It's that stuff in the middle, like case in point, the New Day turn. That was incredible when it happened. That night was awesome. But then they're like, okay, now what? And they have no clue. The John Cena heel turn, same thing. You know, anything like that they're trying to build long term, it seems like the middle. I don't know if they're just trying to drag everything out so much or what. They need somebody in their writing staff that can write the middle of a story.
Yeah, they can't
And
do it.
I don't know if that person has left. I don't know if
continuously.
that person just said, screw it, I'm not going to try anymore. I don't know. But the middle of the story is where they fall apart. And then no matter how good the ending of that story is, you've already lost interest. So it has less impact. That's my opinion.
No, I feel that.
So, speaking of, as I talk about bad stories, LA Knight had a surprise opponent, and lo and behold, it was the one and only Zack Ryder, not Matt Cardona, not the complete, not the indie god. It was Zack flipping Ryder, which I was excited about. I thought it was cool because it ties into John Cena's history.
Yes.
I wasn't upset that they didn't bring in Matt Cardona. Matt Cardona's been on NXT TV. He's been on the product. I thought it was a cool pop because he has the history with John Cena. And then he goes out and loses to LA Knight for no reason. And yes, what you hear is crickets. I wish I had a cricket button that I could, but I don't.
This right here made me so mad. Like, again, we talk about storytelling, okay? And WWE wants to be an entertainment business, and they talk about we're all about the stories. We're not about the wrestling. We're about the stories, okay? Bull crap, okay? Because if you were about the stories, you would know that John Cena and Zack Ryder have had one of the longest tender friendships known to man in wrestling business, okay? And it would have been perfect. One of the send-offs could have been fucking Zack Ryder. I understand that it's not Gunther. I understand it's not Dominic Mysterio, but you brought this dude in to lose to LA Knight.
And don't get me wrong, I in no way expected Zack Ryder to be his final opponent.
No,
I didn't think that was going to go that far. But to lose in the first flipping round.
Thank you.
I mean, he could have easily faced somebody that's already won in the next round and get that second pop.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of goes into what Stampede says is the payoffs are often duds. The payoff for him coming back was a dud. The pop he would have gotten if he'd have hit a Rough Rider and then pinned LA Knight, as popular as LA Knight is in the buildings, that place would have went crazy. And see, I don't agree with this one. I don't agree with that because it needed to be Zack Ryder in this tournament.
Or Dolph Ziggler. Yeah, like
everybody behind the scenes, everybody behind the TV knows it's the same person. But if he'd have come out as Matt Cardona, it just wouldn't have had the same feel of being in this tournament. That's why he was Matt Cardona in NXT. He was Matt Cardona everywhere else. But here, it was Zack Ryder.
Yeah, it had to be Zack Ryder.
In the one that we'll talk about here in a minute. Excuse me. So, yes, if any other situation he would have come back as Zack Ryder, I would have said the exact same thing, Stampede.
Yep. Yeah, if
in
he
this
came back to
instance, I am
NXT. Yep.
100% okay with it being Zack Ryder.
Yep. No, I feel that.
But I'm 100% against the fact that he lost to flipping LA Knight.
Oh, yeah, real
Now,
fast too.
I'm not Sped. I'm not an LA Knight hater. If you've watched the show, I don't hate LA Knight like Sped does. But this made 0 sense.
0.
So did the next one that we'll talk about here in a few minutes.
Yeah,
That we'll get
that
to.
one made. Well, no, actually, that one made more sense than this one did. To be honest with
Well,
you,
we'll get to
to, yeah, we'll get to that. Yeah, this was crazy. This was
Yeah.
crazy.
Then we had
We're talking about
an impromptu title match with Cody Rhodes and the Tribal Thief trying to steal the title from Cody.
Yep.
Yeah. And I don't know that the Psychopath joined division, which I see is what your caption says.
That's just
He's at least joining the War Games team.
Yes, division of the War Games. Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. That was bull crap. No, Stampede, 8 minutes and 36 seconds. That's what I was talking about. How fast that match was. He came back, woo, woo, woo. Not even the original song. Sorry. We're still on that. And he, lost in 8 minutes. But back to this. Tell me how pissed Nick Aldis was. You saw how he looked like his vein was going to blow out of his neck. It's like when Pierce gets mad, his vein up in his forehead, up in his bald head area pokes out. Man, he said, you said anyone. I could have anyone on any roster. I was like, that is the best line ever.
Paul Heyman pulling strings. You gotta love it.
Yes, pairing with Heyman. Hey, look,
that would be good. I mean,
yeah. But I mean, I liked how everything went with this. You know, like it was good.
Yeah.
It's just I'm not a fan of this. Go ahead.
No, finish what you're gonna say.
I'm just not a fan of the Avengers assembling. You know, it's more like the Thundercats.
Which I'm a huge Thundercats fan. Don't get it twisted. I like Thundercats.
Oh no. I'm saying if we're gonna be like, all right, then we'll go with the Smurfs. Yeah.
That's a little much. Come on now.
I know.
It's
the powder
I don't know. I mean, the heels are definitely making the story in this. The way Heyman's putting together this team, that is definitely the more interesting angle to this War Games is on the men's side.
All day.
You know, now you've got kind of the will she, won't she of Charlotte Flair. And somebody asked earlier, I can't remember who, it may have been Isaiah, who we think the 5th person on the War Games is going to be.
That was TC.
Yeah, TC did. Sorry. Yeah, TC. Who do we think the 5th would be? I think it would be both funny and very interesting if Bayley is the 5th person for both teams. He's got the whole split personality thing, and one of those personalities is the Bayley that was with EOS, that was with Asuka and all that not too long ago. I mean, it could very well happen that you get good Bayley on the until that night. It's a very WWE thing to do.
It is that's why I'm dying right now. That is a very WWE thing to do. That is. Read what Stampede said.
The division name directly attached to Seth, so the name of the faction no longer really fits. They just call it Paul Heyman family.
But no, that would be.
I'm good with it still being division. Because calling it division still kind of pokes it Seth Rollins.
Yeah, it does.
Because there's unfinished business there. So
speaking of division and we're going off track here, but did anyone see Adam Pearce's post about an hour ago, 2 hours ago? Yeah, Rebecca Quinn calling him. Okay, look, he posted up a screenshot of Becky calling him, right? And he goes, "What the hell happened between 12:18 and 1:19?" Right? And all the comments is fucking Seth Rollins filled. You know, I was dying. I was like, "This is great."
Yeah, there it is. Regular Bayley versus Damage Control Bayley.
That would be funny. Yeah. Regular Bayley versus Damage Control. Oh man, I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, it would be very interesting. Like, obviously, you can't have that during the match because something would click at that point. But they could have a segment where the good guys like Rhea and all of them kind of go to Bailey and talk to her, and she's like, "Oh yes, we need to do this," and gives everybody a hug, and then like an hour later on Monday Night Raw, you've got Asuka talking to her, talking about Damage Control and how they ran, and you get that side of Bailey, and she's like, "Yeah, we could do that." I could definitely see something like that happening, and then something they all has to come to a head on SmackDown probably or something like that. So it's a very interesting way that they can do it.
Big Time Bex has been calling his phone all day too. That crap is hilarious. One of my favorite things on Twitter is Becky.
So, and the one thing on SmackDown that we don't have on here that Sped and I have been asking for is the return of a traditional 5-on-5 Survivor Series match. And while it's not happening on Survivor Series, it is happening on SmackDown next week with the MFTs and the other tag teams and all that are involved. So,
yeah, I saw that.
We are at least getting a traditional 5-on-5 match. I'm surprised you didn't put that in there as much as we've talked about. We've wanted it.
I couldn't find a good graphic for it. Yeah, they'll make their damn graphics by tomorrow anyway. They announced
further proving that Triple H and Adam Pearce and general managers and Aldis all watched the show because we've been talking about that for months.
Months, yeah.
So I don't know that it's not the same thing. It's just not.
No, it's not. I'm a Barbie girl living in a Barbie world. It's really like American Psycho.
Bailey has a split personality. I think the Blake thing is more just her trying to psych herself up or hype herself up and try to bring her evil side and her good side together. So it's a whole different thing. It really.
I got that song stuck in my head now. Damn, I fudged myself up.
What? What I do?
The Barbie girl song. I said I'm not.
You did that. Why would?
Barbie? I don't know, man. It's in my head.
How the hell are you blaming me for you singing the song?
I said no. I said I got my own. I got that song stuck in my head. Hi, Herb.
Because you said you did that.
No, I did that.
Yeah,
Right. That was on me.
Moving on to Monday Night Raw, the final Raw for John Cena, and we get a huge 6-man tag match. It just is what it is. John Cena, Sheamus, and Rey Mysterio take on the Judgment Day and get the win. It is what it is. John Cena wins his final match on Raw. What'd you think?
Look, it was a good. It reminded me of Teddy Long. You know, we got a tag team match player. Holla holla, loved it. All right, we had a good opening match. You know, I like how Dom rolled out of the ring to not get hit with the 619 or any freaking finisher whatsoever. But you know, it was still good. You know.
Yeah, it was. It is what it is. I mean, John Cena's got to win at least one or two of these just to kind of give him a send off. He won last week. He won this week. I don't know that he wins at Survivor Series because they did name that match as well. It's going to be Dominic Mysterio and John Cena at Survivor Series for the Intercontinental title, trying to win it back. So I'm not going to give too much away, but I don't know. Still a week to go before we do predictions there. Right now, I'm leaning more towards Dom, but who knows? Yes, 100%. It was definitely a trip down memory lane. TC says he's losing it. There it is. Yeah, just a decent match. And then we had more of the Last Time Is Now tournament in a banger of a match. Gunther taking on the young OG Javon Evans. And this match showed why Gunther is the present, if you will, of WWE, and Javon Evans is the future. Because this was a great match. I loved every bit of this. What'd you think?
This match made me happy about wrestling again. Yeah, it was one of those. Evans was doing so great until that kick to the face. As soon as he got big booted to the face, that was it. As soon as the big man got him, that was done. And that's how it usually is, though. But Evans, he showcased that he's going to be a force to be reckoned with here soon when he gets called up here in the next year or so. They're loving him on the main roster. You can tell. Yeah. Gunther is
I've
the
seen
right man.
I've seen reports, and they're just reports on Twitter, so don't take it with a grain of salt. That they see him as one of the future main eventers on that are in NXT right now that they're waiting to call up at some point.
I can see
He
him.
is literally the future.
I can see him being a future upper mid carder like the Miz. All
I mean,
right?
he'll get shots at the title though. I mean, he'll
yes, like the Miz. Yeah,
yeah. And you're right, Stampede. He was never going to win that match, and that's perfectly
no,
fine.
he looked great though in this match. I'm just saying, and freaking Gunther coming back out to Walter's theme. Oh, come on, beautiful. I was sitting there freaking look. I don't know if anyone here has got kids, okay, but I've been watching this freaking K-pop shit because of my daughter. Right, she likes this Huntrix thing, and in one spot where they got the crying going on, it's just tears like flow. Me, yeah, yeah, it was beautiful. I loved it. And then I
So
was
you're a
saying,
big
Walter,
K-pop Demon Hunters fan now?
hey, look, he knows what I'm talking about. I didn't even know what the hell the name of the show was.
I've seen that movie at least twice. I actually love that movie. I'm a little
Listen,
inside about
that
Big Mike. I love the hell out of
look,
that movie.
I see that movie 4 times a day. My daughter, my 3-year-old, she'd be like, I want Demon Hunters on. I'd be like, no. And then she'll sit there and sing the whole damn thing and dance to it.
My wife had never seen it. We actually watched it earlier today before I came on. So
yeah, I've seen it.
My wife had never seen it all the way through. So
yeah,
I like it.
I still don't understand what's going on with that. I just no, that's another show.
Anyway, back to wrestling. Next up,
I seen it twice before breakfast. That's me. That's me. And you know it. I sent you that text.
And in our other last time is now tournament match. Solo Sikoa takes on the returning Dolph Ziggler.
This made sense.
I don't know,
it
man.
Does.
It makes more sense than LA Knight.
And yes, that's what I'm saying.
It makes a lot more sense than that. But I would have liked one of them to win. When Matt Cardona or when Zack Ryder didn't win, I fully expected Dolph to win.
Yep.
Because and even still, he can beat Solo, and it doesn't hurt Solo as much as people would think it hurt LA Knight, just because of his position and his character and everything else. I don't know, man. One of them needed to win at least the first round, just to make it interesting.
No, I get that.
But instead, now you've got Solo Sikoa and you've got LA Knight and you've got Jey Uso, and it's just like,
Sheamus.
Yes, I know there are other interesting people. I mean, because you've got Gunther. We've got a couple more matches coming up tomorrow night. And I mean, Dolph makes everybody look good. Dolph has been making people look good for 20 years.
I mean, Dolph
is why they had him lose so much, because he knows how to make everyone look good.
No one sells better than Dolph Ziggler.
And that's one of the reasons I would agree with you that Dolph losing makes more sense, because Dolph always loses.
Well, it makes more sense.
Does.
Solo owns a victory at WrestleMania over Cena.
Yeah, he does have a little bit of history, so I get
it does make more sense right there. But like, all right, let me ask you this. I'm going to ask a whole IWC this. What's the infatuation with this 40-plus-year-old man who only says yeah and wears Hulk Hogan colors? Okay, because he's unoriginal and can't freaking do anything on his own. What's the infatuation with that?
Everybody asked that about Dom when you had the I mean, it's fine. People like what they like. It's fine. You don't have to like it. People like what they like.
I get Jey Uso. I get Jey Uso because he actually he goes out there and he actually has charisma.
LA Knight wrestles better than Jey Uso.
No, you're right about that. You are right about that.
If you're comparing and saying they're both just a catchphrase, LA Knight wrestles better than Jey Uso.
I'm not talking about.
I actually have more respect.
But
that's what I'm saying. I have more respect for people that get behind LA Knight than I do Jey Uso, because he's a better wrestler.
He is a hell of a lot.
He still has the catchphrase. He still has the annoying chant. It's just a yeah instead of a yeet.
I'm just so freaking glad he didn't bring in the dummy.
That
dummy,
yeah.
It's like a subconscious connection. Ah.
Yeah, I mean, he does have a bit of nostalgia to him, so people like that. Bringing together a few people, so see, Carol likes him. And he is
He
a
needs to go
talented
back to
wrestler.
being like
Again.
see. He likes the Yeet Man. And see,
I
Eli
mean,
was
it
funny
is what it
though.
is.
But he
I
had
just, I
more
don't know.
freedom.
And that's the problem right there. The problem is not LA Knight. The problem is the fact that they say you have to say the word yeah 57 times every time you go out.
Well, he did in Impact. No, but I was gonna say I missed those type of selling from what
Yes.
Dolph Ziggler did. That freaking
Nobody
Samoan
does it like
Spike.
Dolph.
And Samoan
Who
Spike,
should
man.
be in the Hall of Fame, by the way.
Oh
100%
yeah,
should be in the Hall of Fame.
100.
Somebody asked him that in an interview like last week or the week before. It may have been Chris Van Vliet. So, and he seemed like Dolph seemed like he wasn't sure. He feels like he should be, but he doesn't know that WWE would be. But 100% he should be in the WWE Hall of Fame. There you go.
What was another one? It's like, oh my god.
What didn't get annoying until they started doing it to everybody? Until the crowd started doing it. Stone Cold doing what was funny. The crowd doing what to everyone, not funny.
That just got annoying fast though.
Yeah. Let's see. Next up, we have a new women's intercontinental champion. I'll let you start on this one. What do you think?
Hey, look, man. I just don't know what they're doing with this. I don't know what they want to do with these mid-card titles. It seems like they're legit.
It's fine.
It's just weird. It's weird. But hey, congratulations. Can't say anything bad. I mean, she deserves it. She's been in wrestling for what, a few years now, 5-6 years now. On WWE.
Like that.
She definitely deserves it. Improved.
Well, she's only wrestled. She's never wrestled with anybody but WWE.
Oh, so then and she's been in for a minute. But I mean, she's improved light years, what they're doing. But they're turning in it seems like that's what they're trying to do with the IC title too. I don't know what they're doing with the IC title.
So this one has a little bit more context to it than the US does, because obviously there's the AJ Lee of it coming out and causing the distraction.
Yeah. Well,
this one has a little bit more of a few more layers to it than the US does. Which I think the US it has a few layers to it too, with it being Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green's going to make that title look good. Again. Yes, it may be a comedy title, but it's going to look good. It's going to be on TV every week. It's going to be entertaining. It's going to be funny. So, I mean, that is what it is. But this one, I think, actually has more depth to it because of the AJ Lee aspect of it. I fully expect Becky to win it back at some point. Maybe this coming Monday. Maybe she gets a rematch. And then we get a title match with AJ Lee and Becky Lynch out of it. So, I'm all for where it's going. I think this was a kind of an attaboy to Maxine for how much she's improved and the progress she's made and everything she's done. I think this was kind of them saying, hey, good job. We appreciate the fact that you have made these strides. So we're going to give you a reward. Here's this title. You're not going to hold it very long, and that's okay. But congratulations on all your improvement and everything you're doing. You get a pop on TV every time you come out. So here's this. You're going to be part of this storyline with AJ Lee and Becky Lynch, and then we're going to take the title from you after a week or two, and then we're going to move on. So
I feel that.
I don't think there's anything wrong with this one. And that's fine. I mean, not every title run has to be 300 days or 100 days. It's okay to have a 2-week title run, and it's just fine, especially when it fits the story with AJ Lee jumping in there.
Mick Foley didn't have huge title runs, and he's in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, major with the WWF title. I think he only held that for a combined 2 weeks.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, but I heard somebody talking about it on a podcast, former wrestlers. I mean, it could still be wrestlers talking about it on a podcast that I was listening to the other day. Wrestling is not always about wrestling. Wrestling sometimes is about a moment, about a story. This is that.
Yep. No, you're right. You're right.
So, anything else from Monday Night Raw, Catch Raw? I know I kind of went on a rant about SmackDown after we
the only thing was Brock. I didn't put it in here. It was Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns joining, the men's War Games.
which was predictable. I mean, it not that
Yeah,
we
that was
needed
very. Yeah, that's why I didn't
to.
put it out there. But that's it.
But yes, the men's War Games team looks like they have completed themselves, so that is all put together now. Um, and we'll see where it goes. I'm just not really excited about it. So there it is.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Moving on to a show that I thought was really good, NXT Gold Rush Week 1. We'll start with the one on the right there. Obafemi comes out and returns officially this time. We actually get to hear him talk this time instead of just kind of coming out and standing there as they cut the camera. It says he's coming after that title. It looks like it's going to be Oba and Ricky Saints at Deadline. Are you excited?
Oh yeah. Oh God, yeah. And I mean, everyone's wondering.
Speaking of
Everyone's
catch,
wondering: is this the second run or is this his farewell? Because think about it. If this is his farewell, then we'll see him at Royal Rumble. I think we see him at the Royal
I
Rumble
think
no matter
I
what.
think you see him at Royal Rumble regardless, whether
Yeah,
he's still
but
in NXT as NXT champion or not.
exactly. But I
If
mean,
he
this is gonna be a
loses, he
great
needs
match.
to leave NXT though. If he does not
Exactly.
win, he needs to leave NXT and go to the main roster at that point.
Exactly. And that's what I
There's
was thinking.
nothing else he can do. He's officially put Ricky Saints over because he's lost to him twice, which I
Yep.
don't know that he's done with anybody because even the Tony D he won back after they had the rematch.
Yep.
So
But yeah, no, I
the
enjoyed
AJ
this.
run in should have happened after the match, not during. But then there's no plausible reason for Maxine to beat Becky at that point. Her running in, it makes Maxine beating Becky make sense. That's I would say this is Oba's last small run in NXT as he gives the. I mean, it could be. I mean, they could let him win it back for a month or so, and then lose it again at New Year's Evil. Win it back at Deadline, then have a rematch at New Year's Evil, lose it there, and then go on to the rest in the Royal Rumble as the main roster. He could do that too. I don't know. I kind of want to see him in the main roster. I wouldn't mind him losing as much as I lost my mind when he lost the last time. But again, if he loses and then just shows up next week in NXT, then it makes no sense whatsoever. But there's also something else is Trick Williams comes out to confront Ricky Saints and Obafemi and then gets jumped by Miles Bourne. So apparently we're going to get that at Deadline too. I
Yep.
don't think they announced it yet, but
No,
Miles
that
Bourne and
one's
Trick
probably gonna
Williams,
happen. Yeah.
Miles
That's gonna be
Bourne
a good
climbing his
match.
ladder, climbing his way up the
Yeah.
ladder on NXT. I like it.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good match. But the match that's gonna steal the damn show is the one I'm gonna be looking for, and that's that Briggs match right there versus Heights. That one right there is
Yeah.
building up to be one of the best damn matches of the NXT this year, male side. I'm saying male side. Because these two are just lighting it up. This is the storyline
Yeah.
that me and you have been waiting for Briggs to get into. All right. We're done with the
And
whole him with
Tavion.
the yeah, well, yeah, and they both are taking advantage of this. And this is
Yeah,
great because
I've been
this
on
is gonna
Tavion
elevate
for a long
both.
time.
You have, and I've been on Briggs. This is gonna elevate both of them into that North American title picture. If not, elevate them enough if they both do it the right way to be in the NXT title picture. Because
Yeah.
who knows? You know?
Yeah, I mean, I could easily see the winner of the two matches on the left, the Briggs and Tavion, and then the winner of Trick and Bourne
Yep.
going on a number one contenders match. I mean, they're probably all going to be an Iron Survivor anyway.
Yep. Yep.
Which again, one of my favorite match concepts that anybody does right now is the Iron Survivor. I think it's really
Oh
cool.
yeah. I love that.
The
Yeah.
only one I really love more is the TNA one where you come in as like an 8-man tag, and then what the winning team does like it's like the 4-3-2-1 match or something like
You
that
calling the
that they
call you
do.
shot?
No. This is the one where it's like a 10-man tag or an 8-man tag, and then the winning team goes on to face each other, and
Oh,
like
okay,
it
yeah. I'm
turns
trying
into
to
like
think
a
of the
tag
name.
team match, and then the winning tag team goes into a one-on-one match.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly. I know I'm butchering that the way it's set up, but
Yeah,
it's
I know
essentially
what you're
that.
talking about. Yeah, I know what you're
That
talking about. I'm
I've
trying to
thought
think of the name
it
of
was
it.
always a cool concept that TNA's done for a while now.
Yeah. No, yeah.
But other than that,
Yeah.
Iron Survivor is probably one of my favorite match concepts that's going on right now.
Yeah. No, I feel that. The Gold Rush did start
mm.
off hot though, because the next match that we
Dude.
have, this was a
The
good match.
mixed match titles, the Canadian, American, Mexican idols, I guess, whatever you want to call them, Chelsea
Whatever,
Green
man.
and All Ego Ethan Page going up against Hendry and Hale. I thought it was a fun match. I mean, it is
It
what
was a
it
great
is.
match. It is.
It's not everybody's cup of tea. I know some people are not going to like it just because of what it was, but it was a fun match.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. The
Yeah.
right people won. I'm glad that Ego and Chelsea both won, keeping that storyline alive.
Yep.
But I mean, it was a good showcase for Thea Hill and Joe Hendry. So
Yeah. And I don't know why everybody's so angry that Joe Hendry signed with WWE. We all saw that coming.
because it's WWE and people hate WWE. I mean, it is what it is. So
It happens.
I would have preferred him being in the Last Time Is Now tournament than LA Knight.
Yeah, same here.
So.
I prefer a broomstick over LA Knight, but that's just me.
We also had the women's North American title match. Blake Monroe defending her newly won title against the champion that never lost it, Sol Ruka. And Blake Monroe retains after Zarya throws in the towel. What'd you think?
I like how Blake was ruthless in this match. First off, targeting the knee, making sure that she couldn't do anything. She effectively ended the Soul Snatcher from the rip, and Zarya threw that towel in. I don't like that. I don't like that. Look, as a former champion, I'm not saying me, but if I was a champion and I'm going back to get my belt back, my shit back, then no one's calling that match but me. Someone, either I'm getting knocked the hell out or I'm tapping out.
So what it's going to lead to, this is going to lead to one of two things. Either one, they're going to both end up in the Iron Survivor match and they're going to turn each other there. Or two, and I think would be the more interesting story, that Sol goes and says, I want another rematch with Blake. She threw in the towel. I wasn't going to give up. There was still a chance that I could win that match. I want another match with Blake. Gets her rematch, and she says, I don't want Zarya at ringside. I want her banned from ringside. And then they have the match, and win or lose from Sol, Zarya comes out and just beats the shit out of her.
Yeah.
And that's the turn.
I feel
either one of those two could very easily happen. And I think it would be a good story.
Yeah.
And that's fair. There's a lot of people that do. Everybody hates something. Everybody hates somebody. It really is. Maybe that's a good segment. Maybe we need to ask that. Who is that? And I think I saw somebody. I did. I saw somebody on TikTok ask that. Who's that one wrestler that you hate for no reason? Yours would be LA Knight.
There is a reason.
No, there's not. You can shut your mouth. There's not a reason. You just don't like him. So.
I love it. Fucking Dark State.
Moving on to the NXT Tag Team titles, Dark State retains over the most bouncy team in the history of WWE, the young OG, Javon Evans, who again shows out, and then Leon Slater. I mean, this match was good. I don't know that I thought it was really good. I mean, it was good. I'm kind of surprised that Dark State won. I'm surprised they didn't put that on Slater and Evans as much as they're trying to push those two.
Yeah, I thought the same thing on that one.
But I'm glad Dark State won. I'm glad they get to keep their run.
Yes.
I mean, it's eventually going to be Slater and Evans one-on-one, right? I mean, I know we've gotten that match, but I mean, it's got to be leading to another match between those two, right?
Yeah, I think it is. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing with these guys, but at the same time, we're watching two kids have fun, in their prime. Yeah. They're having fun. And Dark State is just growing very, very well each and every week. And I mean, you're right. It was a decent match, but at the same time, they still put it on better than a few matches, previously,
Well, and I don't want this to sound like a slight to Dark State, but this match was just a good match because of Dark State. If it was Leon
No.
and Javon, it would have been an amazing match. I mean,
Yeah.
they brought it down, but not in a bad way. I mean,
No, I feel what
it
you're
was
saying.
never going to be an incredible match just because I don't think Dark State's there yet. And then we had the main event. Tatum Paxley loses to JC Jane after the calling turns on her. I'm going to let you go on this one because I feel some type of way. And I'm going to hear what you have to say first.
Off about this. All right. You couldn't wait till deadline for this. We all knew this was going to come. Okay. But you couldn't wait till deadline. First off, Izzy, why'd you have to kick her into next year? All right. You kicked her so hard that I'm pretty sure people in the front row, they're picking up her teeth still in the front row. Okay.
Shit out of her.
But no, she really did kick the shit out of her, dude. Like she's a high, yeah. But we all knew this was coming. We all knew
I thought it would take longer, to be honest. I didn't think it was coming that quickly.
I thought it was gonna be deadline. And Tatum does deserve a lot better. I agree with you.
She does. She's gonna get her revenge. Don't worry about that. I have, and here's my problem. From day one, I have backed the calling. I have defended the calling. I've said they deserve better. And with this, I am no longer a fan of the calling. I don't like it. I knew it was coming. I knew it was going to happen at some point. Screw the calling. We love you, Tatum. That's all I got.
We love you, Tatum.
We love you, Tater.
I'm gonna do it
because I call Taylor that. I can't.
I'm gonna emphasize what Esteban said. F you calling for that.
Yeah.
All right.
Much as that pains me because I've loved the calling. I hate this. I hate it so much. And good on them because I'm supposed to hate it.
Yeah, exactly.
Even someone who has supported them the entire time now hates that. I agree. It was too early.
It was way too early. That's what I'm saying. Why couldn't they wait till deadline? Or
I mean, I would have. They could have waited till New Year's Evil. That's my point right there.
Evil. There it is. Yeah.
And it would have shown her evil side. It would have fit the paper, the PLE. Yeah. I mean, but JC Jane is the new champion. Congratulations, JC Jane, with her second NXT title run. And we'll have to wait till this coming Tuesday for night 2 of Gold Rush to see if her stablemates in Fatal Influence get gold with her.
Yeah.
You've got Fallon Henley going after the Speed Championship against Zarya. It'll be interesting to see if Sol Ruka has any effect on that match. And then you also have, in a match that I'm really looking forward to, Lainey Reed taking on Kendall Gray for the Evolve Championship. I am looking forward to that match a lot. Yes. I am a huge – I love Kendall Gray. I love Lainey Reed. I think they're both great up-and-coming wrestlers. I am looking forward to that match. I think that may steal the show.
I was going to say that. I think that might steal the show.
Yeah. But there's going to be some good matches because you also have the TNA triple threat with Kalani, Jordan Grace. You have to do that because I tried to say just Kalani and Jordan.
Yeah, it was weird when I did it in my head too. I was like, whoa.
Yeeling Lee or something like that. Used to be Xia Li in WWE. So coming out to be a pretty good NXT show this coming week too.
It did seem. I hope she got a good dinner.
Yeah, but so I can't say I hate it that much because of the entire thing I said about Maxine. You know, this could have very easily been a thank you, Tatum, for being here for 4 years. We've put you through a lot of shit. We fired your husband. We fired your best friends. Here, have a title for a few seconds. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff behind it.
We do need transition champions again. Yeah.
Well, a transition would have meant it would have went to somebody else other than JC.
Well, I'm just saying we needed to get those transition.
Or to transition from JC to JC.
Yeah, well, it isn't that hard. She can go split personality real quick, just like Bailey.
All right, but time for the main event of the show. We are here to predict AEW Full Gear. And that beautiful AEW crown is on the line. The Ultimate One has had a choke hold from the Choke Slam Wrestling Report.
120 days.
Forever, it seems like that AEW crown has belonged to someone from the run-in. But again, another pay-per-view coming up this Saturday. It is a freaking amazing card coming up, and we are going to predict it right now. You got your notebook ready?
Yeah, I got it right here.
Let's do it. First up, that's a lot of people on there. On there.
Yeah, that's a lot. You got what? Mega Bane and I can't. I had it written.
Marina Shafir,
Tony Storm and Mina, Babes of Wrath, and Sisters of Sin. Yes.
Is it a 4-way match or is this?
Yeah, it's a 4-way tag match. Yeah,
and it's for the tag team title. Okay.
No, it's not.
Wondering how they were.
It's a match stipulation. Something for a match stipulation. I could not see it on their website, and I couldn't remember what it was.
Yeah, and I was kind of in and out watching Dynamite last night, so I didn't get a chance to see everything. So, Stampede, let us know what's the stipulation of the match.
Please, I was trying to see that.
And Carol, to answer your question, Tatum is married to God, I can't remember his name now. I'll let you know on Twitter when I figure it out. I know who it is. I can see his face, but I can't picture his name right now. They let him go a while back. And yes,
this is gonna be a show stealer. This is gonna be a great match. But I am agreeing with right off the bat. I'm agreeing with.
So there we go. The winners get to choose the stipulation for their next match in the tournament.
You're going with Sisters of Sin. Wow. I'm going with Megan Bane and Shafir because those two ladies, man, they're crazy. I love them.
So I think it is actually going to be the Babes of Wrath that win this.
Nice.
Only because they're going to do the same thing they did the last time they had one of these.
Yeah.
Where Hayter and Amanada won, and the team that wins this match will lose their next match. So they will get to pick. I think the Babes of Wrath will come in, win, get to pick their stipulation, and then lose to. I think they're wrestling Bane and Shafir. No, Bane and Shafir have to wrestle Mina and Tony. So it's Sisters of Sin versus Babes of Wrath next. Because I like Sisters of Sin, man. I think they could win it all. I think I originally no, I didn't. That's right, because Bane and Shafir, I said we're going to take it all when I first did this. So
I'm going Megan and Marina. They're crazy, man. They're crazy.
They're my favorite to win the tournament. I just don't think they win this match.
And I feel that.
So, you got everybody?
Yeah, I got everybody. Even Stampede. Yeah, not Stampede. Damn it! You won.
Even
Ultimate won.
Who did he pick on this one? Because I don't see the.
Is
that him down there? Is he going with Megan and?
Yeah, he's going with Megan and Shafir.
Megan and Marina. Eminem.
Marina. Damn it! Yes.
Just call him Eminem. Megan and Marina.
I don't know if we could do that. I think that's still trademark in WWE.
We don't give a shit about the trademark. Just call him that because you're having trouble saying Marina. I'm not saying that AEW is going to call him that. I'm saying you called him that. She's also undefeated in the Goddess Stardom Tag Tourney. That'd be cool. To let her be a double tag champion. That'd be really cool.
Because you guys will see that later. That was,
Next up, we have Pac versus Darby Allin. Pac cutting an incredible promo last night, or vignette, I guess, since he wasn't technically in the ring.
Yeah.
I loved every second of that. It made me love Pac even more. And I'm going to pick him for this match just because of that promo. And I'm probably going to regret it when I'm watching the match. Darby Allin does something stupid and crazy and wins. But I think the fact that they're trying to make it just a regular wrestling match, I like Pac.
Yeah, no, I get that. I'm going to go with Allin because Pac tried to murder him last time in Blood and Guts. All right. As soon as I seen this match, I was like, you know what? So look, that's why I put in that headline. I hope these men have an updated will.
Yeah, but it's
They
not going to
updated
be
their
that.
wills.
They're not. That's the whole point of what Pac's saying is it's just going to be a match.
Well, yeah, but I'm going to go with Darby. Yeah, I'm hoping I'm right.
Yeah, again, in no way should Darby Allin beat Pac in just a regular wrestling match.
No,
He
you're
shouldn't.
right. You're right. I'm just saying.
And I like Darby Allin, but it's not his
Darby's
type of
actually
match.
growing on me. Darby's
Yeah.
growing on me, and I'm picking him because of just
Pac should never win in like a hardcore match against Darby Allin, but Darby Allin should never beat Pac in just a straight up
And
wrestling.
I agree with that.
Hell, Mick Foley's one of my favorite wrestlers, but he should never win in a straight up wrestling match with Bret Hart.
No,
or
yeah,
Shawn
you're
Michaels.
damn right. Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah. Yes, Pac is.
And I'm guessing you one is picking Darby Allin as well.
Yeah, anything with that.
So this will probably be the match that loses me the crown because I even know it, but I'm not going against Pac. Next up, the $1 million match, the trios match. It is Jungle Boy or Jungle Express, Jurassic Express, whatever you want to call them, and Kenny Omega versus Josh Alexander and the Young Bucks. Who you got?
Look, I understand you one's going Jurassic Express and Kenny Omega, but the Young Bucks need some money. All right. Josh Alexander needs some money. All right. And I see $1 million going to the Young Bucks and Josh Alexander.
So here's the question: what is $1 million split 37 ways? Because the Don Callis family is going to get involved.
Oh yeah. But still,
which is why I'm picking the Young Bucks and Josh Alexander because the Don Callis family is going to get involved. And yes, they're going to have to split $1 million 37 different ways.
Yeah. God.
What scares me about this match and picking them is the line from Okada at the end of that brawl where he said, "I was here to help you because Takeshita couldn't be or wouldn't be."
Yeah.
I could very well see the Takeshita turn happening here, and he helps Omega in Jurassic Express win.
Well, they got a pre-show, which kind of annoys the hell out of me. They're on the pre-show. They're on the kickoff. Okada, it's a trios match for the CMML Trios Championship. It's Okada, Takeshita, and someone else versus the trio champions. And I can see that happening then. Yeah.
Appreciate you coming in, Carol. Tell Joe and Randy I said hello.
Thank you. But yeah, I can see that happening there. I had to think about because I saw that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say it doesn't happen. They may try to slow burn it a little bit more. But that's what scares me about who I pick in this match is because I think that could happen, and it scares the shit out of me. So.
No, I get that. Trust me.
Next up, another match that was made last night on Dynamite. Jon Moxley, Kyle O'Reilly, no holds barred. You see, you won. Ultimate One is picking Kyle O'Reilly, and I'm going to agree with him.
Yeah,
it just fits the Moxley storyline that they've been doing. Oh, and Stampede says that Kenny and Jurassic Express wins the other one. There you go.
Can I throw a little prediction out here?
Sure. What we're here for.
I agree with Ultimate One and what he said on his show. Okay? I agree with him.
Okay.
Jon Moxley's getting kicked out of the Death Riders at Full Gear. Watch.
I could see that. Especially if he taps again.
Oh, yeah. One more time.
Which will also further into the story if Pac beats Darby. Because that's kind of what started the downfall of Moxley. So if Pac beats Darby,
you're
Pac
right.
Pac can take over the Death Riders, kicking Jon Moxley out.
You see, and I would agree with you on that. However, Isaiah, I agree with you on that. But Mox don't need to stop the losing streak right now. It's look when we're talking about the Death Riders need to be sharp. They need to be ferocious. Who is more ferocious right now than Pac? Right, the man literally just tried to kill Allen the other day. The man.
I mean, who hasn't tried to kill Darby Allin? Let's be honest.
But
Even Darby
when
Allin tries to kill Darby Allin most of the time.
That's true. But when he had his own group, they were called the Death Triangle.
Yep.
What kind of fucking group is that? Death Riders, Death Triangle. That's his MO. He knows how to run a group that can just be straight sadistic. And look at Pac now. He's not that weird, thinning hair looking British guy anymore. No, he's that proper, I'm going to fuck you up British guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I love it. Yes, Pac is the hitman of the group.
I could see that too. I just think it would be maybe it is. Maybe it's Claudio doing the thumbs up, thumbs down, and then Pac is the one that actually does the deed.
Pat, Claudio, Maria. Yeah, you're right. Marina.
Yeah, Marina could do it too because she's freaking scary.
She is scary.
Could you imagine being Roderick Strong in an argument with Marina Shafir at home? That's scary as shit. She would be right every time in that marriage.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah. I'd be like, she'd be
love
like, make me an omelet. I'm like, yes, ma'am,
Yeah.
I'm out. Yeah, like, I got you.
And that's nothing against Roddy. Roddy's a damn good wrestler. He's all that. But yes, I'll go make you a sandwich, babe.
I'm sorry. Love you.
She's scary.
She is
in a good way.
Yeah, in a good way. Yeah, she's China scary. Yeah. China was a nice woman too.
All right. Next up, the Casino Gauntlet match. And it does determine the first ever AEW national champion. I'm Ultimate One is picking Switchblade Jay White, I guess.
Yep.
Who you got?
I am going Bobby Lashley. He thinks it's if I remember this. Hold on. Yeah, I'm going Bobby Lashley. He did say
Who just won a match to be the number one entrant.
Yep. Yeah, well, him and Shelton Benjamin are going to be one.
Shelton Benjamin won a match to be number 2 in the match.
But this fits. If you want that title to look kind of good and look really good and start getting the prestige already, you throw it on Lashley or you throw it on Benjamin. And I'm going to go with Lashley with this one because Lashley will elevate the new national championship, kind of ripping off from NWA, aren't they? But still, I thought about Ricochet. He's not even cleared, but hey, look, I mean, he did this on a text that he said he picked Jay White in this match. All right, so this is hopefully it's an automatic L on that one. Yeah, I'm going Bobby Lashley.
I agree with everything you said, and I was going to pick Bobby Lashley, but since you picked Bobby Lashley, I'm actually going to go Shelton Benjamin. I want to see Shelton with the belt. Because I was thinking Bobby Lashley as well. I will go the other side of the Hurt Syndicate and pick Shelton Benjamin.
I feel that.
Although everybody else picking Ricochet, I could see that as well.
I can see that, but it's not working. This is trios titles that him and those guys, the Demand, are about to go for. The Demand.
Worst name, best hand gesture.
I know. Like, what the hell? You know, it would be even better if someone did this upside down, right at the hip. You know what I'm saying? Everyone has to get punched every week.
Oh, gosh. Yes, we are 12-year-olds. This is what you chose to watch tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Hey, well, hold on. Time out. Did we get a follow from a guy that was an intelligent, what was he?
Intelligent astrophysicist.
Intelligent astrophysicist. That works.
Yes. Congratulations. We just made the circle game joke.
Yeah, we did.
Oh gosh. So you're going Lashley, I'm going Benjamin, he's going Jay White. So
yeah.
Everybody else
thank
is going,
you.
Hey.
Look at that.
We got another follow off of that. That's appreciate you.
How are we doing this?
Turbeville.
God, my headphones.
It's Turbeville. Okay. Appreciate you following us.
Turbeville. I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
It sounds exotic.
All
right. Oh, this one.
Moving on to the TNT Championship. Kyle Fletcher taking on and his name just went out of my head. Mark Briscoe. If Briscoe loses, He has to join the Don Callis family. I'm going to go Kyle Fletcher. I think it's going to be an interesting story. If Briscoe has to join the Callis family, I think it's a cool story to me. Them making him do just the worst shit every week. And I'm just not going to go against Kyle Fletcher. One of the best wrestlers on the planet to me. One of the brightest futures in wrestling right now. I think he gets it.
I'm going to go with Briscoe because there's no way in hell they're letting him join the Don Callis family. He's Mr. Ring of Honor. What do you think the Ring of the TNT title's at usually?
Yeah, but think of the visual of him having to carry their bags in every week, or him having to do, because it's going to be one of those things where they're forcing him to do shit he would never do.
Yeah,
just to make you hate Don Callis and the Don Callis family. Everyone, and that
we already hate him. No, I get it.
Now you're going to hate him even more because they're gonna treat Mark Briscoe like he's their bitch.
Yep. Yeah, it's true. That is true. He said, "I'm with Mike on this one." Hey, look, man, Mike, you might win this crown. Which probably means I'm going to
lose again.
You might win this crown, man. You might get some hardware on that head.
I need it.
Hey, Jail 79. Thank you for the follow.
That's more now. The Jail 79. That's more of our normal audience. We appreciate you, Jail 79. That's more our speed right there. A lot closer than intelligent astrophysicist. I guarantee you that.
Yeah.
We appreciate all the follows from both of you.
We love you. We love you.
I could see that too. Whenever Takeshita leaves, Kyle leaves too.
Yeah, I can see a lot of people. Yeah,
because he's always got a weird look on his face when all that stuff happens.
Yep.
And then this Okada stuff trying to help him out. I could definitely see that.
Briscoe is betting on
Briscoe's. Oh yeah, I would imagine so because everybody thinks the same thing. There's no way he's going to join the Donka. I just think it would be a cool swerve.
It'd be hilarious. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I like it. I'm staying with my pick though. One of us has got to tie with this guy.
Now for what I call the Carol special. Rodito taking on FTR for the the AEW World Tag Team title. Who you got?
This one's tough, my man. Brodito's been gravy. They've been gravy for a hot minute now. And I mean, Bandito himself is in my top 10 of the year. I'll be honest with you. He's in my top 10, actually top 5. I'm sorry, top 5. While his tag team partner came in the top 15 for mine this year for the men's side. I was going to say FTR because it does going to start something down the line with Cage and Copeland, but this one was really hard, you know? I mean, I'm going to go with FTR, yeah.
So I want to ask Carol, hey, thanks King Blisters for the follow.
Nice, thank you.
I want to ask Carol who she thinks is going to win this match. So, Carol, let me know in the comments who you think is going to win this match. Isaiah thinks it's Brodito.
It's number 3 this year. Who's your top 2 then? I swear to God, if it's not Takeshita, it's number 1. I'm going to come up to Nova Scotia, Canada.
In the least surprising pick in the world, Carol is picking FTR. And for Carol, this is 100% for you, Carol. Because I love you as one of our viewers. See you on the Herb and Raj podcast all the time and on the Powers Hour and on Randy's show. I am picking FTR.
FTR. Woo.
Ultimate One also picks FTR there, so that is one that we have the same. So maybe this sets old Sped apart. So we'll see. Next up, we have I thought you said Brodito.
No, I said FTR. I said, this was a hard one for me. Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Takeshi number 1. That's what I'm talking about.
Top guys become top guys again.
Exactly. This is going to be
I
hear 14 on this one?
Well,
yes or no?
No. Nope.
I love
Statlander for the win.
Yeah, I know.
Nope. Statlander for the win. I mean, that's at some point, Mercedes has to start losing, and I think it's here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she already lost once to the.
She did. She lost to Tony.
Yes.
That's true.
Hey, thank you.
Hey,
That is
appreciate
more our
you,
speed. The last few
renowned
people were more of
Rafito.
our speed. Yeah. But yeah, no, I agree with you. Statlander has been just crazy lately. So
Yeah, she's been killing it. And well
yeah.
deserved title run for her. I'm loving it. She's quickly becoming one of my favorite AEW wrestlers. So yeah, 100%. I think Stat wins. And then you have the AEW World Championship. Hangman Adam Page, Samoa Joe in a steel cage. I am still torn on this match. I don't want to say who I think is going to win because it hurts my heart. So I'm going to let you go first.
I'm going Hangman, and it hurts my heart saying this. I'm going Hangman Adam Page. Look, he's one of the better champions, and I mean, there's a lot of story that a lot of people he can go after. So I agree with Ultimate One, Hangman. However, and I'm gonna throw this out there now. That time that he has, 24-25, I'm going 31-25 for the time.
Ah.
Meow, meow, meow,
I'm
meow,
gonna go
meow, meow.
Hangman.
Yeah, I'd be
As much
surprised
as
if
as
Joe
much as I
wins.
don't want to go Hangman, and nothing against Hangman, but I've been a Samoa Joe fan in TNA, Ring of Honor, WWE, AEW. I've been a Samoa Joe fan. I would love to see him win the title again, but there's no way he beats Hangman.
Yeah,
As far as match time, you said what,
thank you for
27
the
and
follow.
31?
I'm
Thank you,
going
Bear.
31-25. He's going 24-25.
24. So I'm going to go in the middle and say 27-30.
27-30.
So those are our predictions for AEW Full Gear. Thank you guys so much for interacting and letting us know who you think is going to win. Stampede says it's going to go 26-13. I do predict that it will be an incredibly violent match.
Oh yeah.
Somebody is going to bleed profusely.
This is AEW, so can we get one of those spots where Hangman jumps off the cage and Joe's like, nope.
Please. I still want to see a nope spot.
Nope.
They got to have a nope spot in every Joe match.
Every Joe match.
Every Joe match. Isaiah thinks it's going to go 32-24.
I think it's going to go 30 minutes plus as well, Isaiah. A lot of Hangman matches have gone 30 plus.
Yeah, I think it'll go just short of that. We'll see. Hangman brought up his cage match with Swerve. They've got yes. I just no syringes, please. I mean, I get it. It's just part of it. I don't want to see that. I just don't. That was the main thing I had. That's the main thing I didn't like about the Swerve one. Yeah, I'm okay with the cinder blocks. I'm okay with all the other stuff. I just I don't want to see the syringes.
Exactly.
I'm not sure why that bugs me so much, but it does.
I just don't like needles, man.
Yeah, that's the one I want. I want the buckshot nope, where he flips over doing the buckshot and then he just walks away.
That? Oh, that's right. Never mind. I remember that their cages are weird.
Yeah, I agree, Stampede. I just that part I didn't like. Everything else of that match I was okay with. I say that I wasn't crazy about the straight up head chair shot that ended the match, just because I don't like a huge. Even though I know that it's a gimmick chair, I don't like the unprotected headshots a lot. But the needle was what got it for me on that match. All right, so we will keep you guys up to date. Make sure you follow us on X at _BigMike27 and at SP3DRCK over on X, as we will tweet during the matches of Full Gear. I don't know if I'll be able to watch it because I will not be home most of the day Saturday. So I don't know if we're going to have a post show. Stay tuned also to we'll let you know there if I'm at home and able to watch it. But we'll go from there. Next up, it is the segment that everybody loves, a best new segment that we have got going on in season 2 of the Run In Wrestling podcast. It is Stampede's World of Wrestling for his top 3 of the week.
What's up, you guys? Stampede here with your top 3s for the week that just was. Before we get to that, though, I want to do a special little shout out here to the men and the women in last week's Blood and Guts match. Just incredible performances from everybody involved, especially the women. Groundbreaking moment for them being in that cage and putting on the performance that they did. Just great stuff all around from everybody involved, like I said. So nice shout out to AEW and the job that they put on there. Well done. Your top 3 matches for the week. We're going to go a little bit all over the globe this week. So coming in at number 3, this was from the House of Glory show that took place over the weekend. It's going to be a lot of familiar names that you've heard before. We had Scarlett Boudreaux and Shotzi Blackheart taking on Priscilla Kelly and Ali Catch. Really good tag team action from all the women involved there. Scarlett, so nice to see her back in the ring. She's been gone from in-ring action for far too long. Looking forward to what she can do on her own, as well, along with Karrion Kross, who's been out there killing it on the indie scene. Number 2, we're going to go over to a pay-per-view that happened last week called Sareeism. This was put on by a woman, wrestler named Saree, who used to wrestle on NXT at one time under the moniker Sarray. So some people may remember her from there. But she's evolved into one of the best women wrestlers on the planet. This match here, it was a tag team action. She teamed up with Suzu Suzuki against Shihiro Hashimoto and Natsupoi. So that's my number 2 match of the week. And number 1, a couple of names that you just heard. Shihiro Hashimoto took on Saree over in a promotion called Sendai, which is an all-women's promotion over in Japan. Amazing match. This landed in my top 15 on my matches for the year, my top 100. The men's War Games, or the men's Blood and Guts and the women's Blood and Guts, they landed at number 14 and 15 respectively on that same list. So great job all around there. My female wrestler of the week, you heard her twice in the top 3s for the matches, and that award this week goes to Shihiro Hashimoto. Men's wrestler of the week, Kyle O'Reilly. Really has been putting on some great performances as of late since he got hooked up working programs with Moxley, and he was the deciding factor. He made Moxley tap in the Blood and Guts match to secure the victory for their team. And my tag team of the week, a bit of a mixed bag on this one. We have Megan Bain and Hanako. She's in a tournament over in Stardom called the Goddesses of Stardom Tag Team League Tournament that they're running over there. So she's a busy woman. She's working that tournament. She's working the AEW Tag Team Tournament. And she was just in the Blood and Guts match as well. So hats off to her. Busy woman, doing some great stuff, though. And that's all for this week, folks. And now back to Mike, and now back to Sped.
Thank you so much, Stampede. I was actually kind of surprised he didn't go Megan Bain with his female of the week since she's been that busy. Obviously, the lady he went with has also been very busy. But thank you, as always, for shining a light on promotions that we don't always get to talk about or watch or anything like that. And make sure you guys go back and watch everybody you hear, everybody you see. Make sure you guys are going back YouTube for Stardom and all the other promotions that he talks about. On that first tag team, you follow Scarlett Bordeaux. She is actually trying to come up with a name for their tag team. So she asked for some help for Twitter. So go follow her. Let them know what you thought, what you think their tag team should be. I actually gave a suggestion of the Ballsy Smoke Show because that kind of combines both of their nicknames. So make sure you stay tuned to see what their official tag team name is just the 2 of them.
Yep.
Yeah,
I saw that.
No. Nice. All right. leads us to our Twitter post of the week.
Oh
Take it away.
my God. Yo, if you guys love a good documentary about wrestling, okay, go watch Nevermore, The Raven Effect. I promise you, nobody talks about mental health like Raven does, or what's his name? Steve. I can't remember his real name right now. Either way,
He's one of the few that I don't know.
yeah, well, this is what this documentary goes over all of that. Is Raven really him, or is it just a mask that he hides behind? It talks about his mental game. It talks about how he got in trouble with the drugs and stuff like that. He talks about how he would put a front on in front of thousands of fans each and every week, and he didn't realize how big the name Raven got the way it was and stuff like that. He didn't even know that guys like CM Punk looked up to him as a kid, and stuff like that. He didn't know that people did that. And this documentary, from beginning to end, it will make you cry. It is powerful. Raven said it himself. You're watching warts and all compressed into 2-hour window, and half the movie is empowering and half the movie is pain and the depths that I sunk to. And it's so really powerful to watch and painful at the same time. But it's Scott Levy. That's what his name. And that's what he's saying. I follow him on X. All right. He's asking everyone to critique it. Let me know what you thought about it. I loved it. I loved every second of this. Go to Prime, watch this, get back to me. Because you will be like, damn, Sped. Great recommendation.
Yeah, I actually haven't gotten to watch it yet. So that's on my list this weekend to watch.
Oh, freaking phenomenal.
Because I was a huge fan of Raven. I thought he was really cool. He was different back then. Different now, really, but that character and everything he did on all over the place. I was always a fan of his. I'm really interested to see that. I knew it was out. I couldn't remember where, but I did want to look up and find it. So yeah, make sure you guys go to Prime Video. Let us know what you thought about it. Let him know what you thought about it, because obviously, and I wish I knew what his Twitter handle was.
I could get that for you. It'll probably be later.
That's fine. Just follow us on X at _BigMike27 at SP3DRCK.
It's the Raven Effect. At the Raven Effect. I got it.
At the Raven Effect.
Simmy's retired sloth.
Let him know what you thought about it. Whether you thought it was good, whether you thought it was bad. He obviously wants some honest critiques of it. So let him know. Yeah, I know I will start following him, because I don't think I follow him right now. I don't even think I knew he was on X. So I will watch it, follow him, and do the same. So really cool. Which brings us to our run-in matchmaker series. Who you got?
All right. So we got Ilya Dragunov versus Brody King versus Steve Macklin versus probably the best damn thing that came out of Canada in a while, male-wise, ELP El Phantasmo, the TV champion over in New Japan Pro Wrestling, versus the international champion of TNA, versus one half of the AEW tag team champions, versus that beautiful bastard right there, Ilya Dragunov, the United States champion. I personally am going with the Mad Dragon, all right, because of this reason. The last 2 minutes is going to be filled with some highlights. You're going to see Steve and Brody King kill each other. Brody King's going to do a big spot to put Macklin through a table. They're both going to be knocked out, right? And that's how you're right right here. ELP. Okay, hold on. I got to remember how he calls that finishing maneuver. I have it written down. One second. ELP. Here we go. Here we go. Where is it at? How does he call that finishing? Here it is. ELP hits a sudden death super kick, right? And then he hits a CR2 on Dragunov. Dragunov kicks out at 2.99, right? Boom. Crowd explodes, okay? ELP goes for the second CR2, grabs the waist, taunts the crowd, all right? Dragunov powers through, headbutts repeatedly, collapses, rises, does his little screaming thing, right? Does a torpedo. My bad. I wrote it down like this. Torpedo Moscow. He hits him once with it. All right. ELP stumbles in the corner, right? Then you get the second one from the top rope. Bam! bam, right onto him. 1, 2, 3. Saves everybody.
Okay. So I am actually going to, again, agree with Carol and agree with Michael from King Attitude.
Nice.
I have been screaming from the rooftops for months that Brody King deserves more. He deserves better.
yeah.
I'm glad he's gotten this tag team run. I would like to see him with a title, with a singles title, and really get showcased on AEW. And I would be a hypocrite if I did not do the same when I had the opportunity in this match. I'm giving it to Brody King, who pins Ilya Dragunov after a
Ooh.
slugfest.
Yeah.
To where neither man can barely stand. Steve Macklin, ELP take each other out. Big spot on the outside. Both are knocked out. And Ilya Dragunov and Brody King just beat the piss out of each other until they can, neither one of them barely stand. Brody King barely outlasts Ilya Dragunov and basically falls lifeless on him after he knocks him out and gets the 1, 2, 3.
I like that. I like that. But Isaiah, EOP's probably got one of the best entrances right now. How they start that, it's like CEO, but you hear ELP, ELP, ELP. I'm like, yeah, that's how you start it. Let's do this. He would be a prime. Yeah, that would be a good one. It would be a great one. How do you like the background though on this? Real quick for everybody. How do you like this? The background
just
and everything.
Just a black background?
Just a black background. Their renders like this. How do you guys like that?
I like it.
All right. I was thinking about keeping it like that.
All right, let Sped know in the comments if you like that or if you wanted to have like the regular backgrounds of the pictures or just regular other pictures. Michael from Kicking Out at 2 likes it.
I like it. Yeah.
Isaiah likes it. So there you go. Cool. Looks like you're going to keep it that way.
Yeah, I'm going to keep it that way. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Yeah. They do love them some Brody out there in Japan.
Stampede agrees. It looks very sharp. All right, so that brings us to the final word, which is me this week. So it is that's twice I've almost called you Stampede today. It is Sped's turn to tell everybody good night, where they can find you and all that. So let them have it.
All right, catch me on X at Spedrock, SP3DROCK. And this Sunday, 8 o'clock in the morning, is the first episode. We had to push it back. First episode of the Good Morning IWC with Mike Norton and myself. Stampede will be our special guest this week. Be sure to tune in because this is like no others, PTI style. We run minutes we time each other. We try to we're going to try to get this down packed, but yeah. Hit us up that Good Morning IWC Sunday, 8 o'clock in the morning here on Twitch, recorded, going over onto YouTube right after that. So thank you guys for tuning in though.
All right, and on to the final word with Big Mike. Oh, I ain't got anything. So again, I will revert back to what I go to at every time, and that's just thank you guys. We just talked about a new show that's going to be on both Sped's Twitch and this YouTube channel. So no matter where you're watching, you're going to be able to get it. Good Morning IWC. We're going to have some, or let's say it's going to be mainly Sped and Mike Norton. They are going to have special guests. You heard Stampede. I am going to be on it in a couple of weeks. If you would like to be on it, you're part of the IWC, let Sped know, SP3DRCK, like he said. Shoot him a DM, let him know in the timeline, whatever you need to do if you want to be a part of it, and we may be able to work that out. And obviously, if he gets a lot of people, we won't be able to get everybody, so please don't get offended if we don't go with you. But we want to make sure we get a good voice of the IWC. None of this happens without each and every one of you guys in the comments, watching us, whether it's the 900 and something or the 1,000 and something now that follow us on Twitch, or whether it's the 253, I think now, that follow us on YouTube. We've actually had a pretty good spike on YouTube, whether it's the couple hundred people that watch us on X or that follow us on X. None of this happens without you guys. Otherwise, it's just me and Sped sitting here staring at each other talking about wrestling. 254 right now. Thank you. Appreciate you, Michael. So again, just every week, you guys show up for us in the comments. You guys show up for us on Twitter, and I cannot thank you enough. As someone, we talked a lot about mental health with Raven. As someone who goes through a lot of that himself, who I'm not a very confident person. I don't think very highly of myself a lot. To kind of go into a little bit behind the scenes, you guys showing up and supporting the show helps me get through on days that I just don't think I can do this anymore. The show, not, we're not going to go that deep into it, but just thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for helping us continue to do this every week and giving us, and me especially, what little bit of confidence I do have to come on this screen every week and talk about how much I love wrestling. So that will always be my message, whether I have something else to say or not. This week I just didn't, so we're going to go with it. And that is the final word with Big Mike. Enjoy wrestling, everybody.